Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to you sincere, hopeful elect brothers and sisters listening and learning. And to you brothers preaching and teaching us truth through the four corners of the earth. And brother on the thumb come out of the GMS Indianapolis camp. I just want to hit this quick article. It's from The Guardian. It says, bird flu detected among chickens in Texas and Michigan. CA Maine Foods, largest fresh egg producer in the U.S., temporarily halts production at one Texas facility after discovering virus. And this is from, actually had this saved. This is from last week, Friday the 12th. But nonetheless, it's still relevant. This is what's going on, recent news. It says, avian influenza has been detected among chickens in Texas and Michigan following news of the virus infecting livestock and then a person for the first time in the U.S. and potentially leading to supply chain issues. See, once again, talking the supply chain issues, man, you see the devastation that happened with the C-19, which companies are still trying to recover, then all the other issues that's happened, just like this port in Baltimore, that's a major supply chain issue. All right, remember all the damn container ships out in the West Coast, out near California, that were stranded at one point, So this part of the Lord's plan to dismantling this place called America, Babylon the Great, man. It says the developments have led to a heightened focus on the potential risk of the virus, especially in the wake of the devastating corona pandemic. But experts are saying that there is a little chance of transmission between humans at this point. Maine Foods, the largest producer of fresh eggs in the U.S., has temporarily halted production at one Texas facility and is killing 1.6 million hens and 337,000 chicks, 3.6% of its entire flock, after discovering the highly pathogenic virus among its domesticated birds. These are hard, this quote, these are hard times for dairies and the poultry folks, said Louis R. Bud Dings, Texas State Veterinarian and Executive Director of the Texas Animal Health Commission. Outbreaks like these may have repercussions on the price of poultry and eggs, particularly if the virus keeps spreading in domesticated flocks, much like the 2022-23 outbreak that raised the price of eggs by 70%. See, that's all famine-style news right there, right? Continued spread among the chickens could also threaten the production of the FLU jump shot, which relies on 140 million eggs a year to incubate inculations. The CDC released a health advisory notice last Friday recommending that doctors keep a lookout for possible avian FLU among patients, especially those who frequently come into close contact with birds and animals. Anyone in contact with birds and livestock, including agricultural workers, hunters, and backyard farmers, should wear protective gear and follow strict hygiene standards. They just need to pay extra attention to biosecurity and cleaning and disinfecting. Then just said, make sure they wash their hands and wear protective clothing and leave their clothing at the facility where they work. Clothing and footwear if at all possible. An inmate who was culling infected flocks in Colorado became the first person in the U.S. with a known bird FLU infection in 2022. On 20 March, Minnesota reported that baby goats were sickened by bird FLU, marking the first time the V had been discovered in livestock. Days later, the V was also discovered among cows. Cows in North Carolina tested positive for BFLU on Wednesday, bringing the effective count up to 21 herds in 7 states. Genomic sequencing revealed that the spillover to cows did not seem to make the virus more transmissible to humans this time. So the risk of sustained human-to-human transmission is still low, said Seema Lakdawala, associate professor of microbiology and immunology at Emory University School of Medicine. Quotes, transmission of influenza V in humans requires lots of different variables to align just right. And the current V do not have all the correct parameters for spreading between humans, she wrote in an email. However, the more the V spills from birds into other hosts like cattle, foxes, seals, etc., the more likely the V is to change and gain properties that could lead to successful human-to-human transmission. And we know who controls us. This is all Yahweh Bashim Shai anyways. All right, to him belongeth the issues of death, you know. He kills, he makes alive. He wounds, he heals, you know. That's Yahweh Bashim Shai. He's in control of the so he can turn this so-called this V up. He can turn that up if he wants to. He can make it transmissible to everything. All right. The outbreak among dairy cows could lead to local shortages, but for now, it's unlikely to create national or regional shortages or price increases. Slockin said Ting Long Dai, professor of business at the Johns Hopkins University Carey Business School. That's because the U.S. is in its high season for milk production. In the spring and summer, usually you have higher yields than during the winter, he said. Suppose this happened in the fall or in the winter, the supply chain impact would have been much bigger. If the outbreak among cows continues in the fall, it could affect the supply and prices. In the meantime, affected cows are being isolated until their illnesses pass. Chickens, on the other hand, usually die from the virus, so producers cull them as soon as the virus is detected. The most effective way to stop the spread is to kill the chickens, Dye said. That means prices for poultry and eggs could be more affected by this outbreak than for milk and cheese. The manufacturing process for F shots also relies heavily on eggs, and egg shortages in the past have led to V shortages. So far, no V makers have reported shortages. It's just if the situation keeps going, if an infection spreads, again, we need to monitor very, very closely, Dye said. This also depends on how this is going to evolve in the coming days. Scientists are sounding the alarm in order to keep farmers and other agricultural workers safe and to continue monitoring the spread of the virus. For example, it is not clear how common it is for avian FLU to spill over from birds to animals, like Dawala said. Currently in the U.S., most of this surveillance is from examination of animals that are found sick or died. If the virus has been quietly spilling over into other animal hosts that don't get very sick or die, as with white-tailed deer and C19, scientists don't know about it. That's why they need more funding for monitoring concerns V's like the FLU, like Dawala said. This is a gap we need to try to fill, but it's hard to do without more resources and investment into large-scale surveillance programs, right? Because they're not interested, and that's not the Lord's plans to fund something to make this place more quote unquote safer or be able to detect. No, man, these pestilences and these famines, they're going to happen throughout the land of here in America, Babylon the Great, man. All right, you can't stop it. It's Matthew 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Right. Obviously, you're seeing the nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. You know these World War III's brewing up. All the chess pieces on the board are being moved, and everything's in attack position, man. It says, but it says what, and there shall be famines and pestilences. Now, this avian FLU, guess what? That's a pestilence, which leads to what? Can lead to what? Famine. All right, when you're having to kill millions of chickens slash other cattle, like cows and other animals that you may use as a food resource, right? All right, they're having to get rid of them to try to quote unquote to try to protect the populations. But see, it's all according to Yahweh Bashim Shah. So you're not gonna be able to stop the famine and pestilence that are already set to be. But we've been seeing the makings of these pestilences and then the famines that are gonna start to overtake the whole earth. We've been seeing these last couple of years the buildup of it. Yeah, they're trying to contain it, and they're not, trying to report the full extent. But man, things are happening. All right, that ain't no lightweight thing to just kill millions of chickens. All right, and lose hella egg production. Especially if they're hens. A million hens, that means what? You can have up to what? At least a million eggs a day. So if you don't think about that, should a hen can lay an egg every day? All right, and they usually do. At least one. All right. So when you lose that production, man, hey, what do you think will happen? Even they even said about those jump shots that they make. They use eggs, as part of their system. So that just goes against that. Just everything in American Babylon the Great is failing, man. All right. Like I said, they won't even give the funding to even do a program to where they can truly track, and try to stay ahead of it. But it's in their spirit to fail, in every work. Because the Lord, that's why Yahweh Shemashah said, with a healed Babylon, but she's not healed. How for her take balm for her pain, right? This place ain't going to be healed, all right? This place is falling and can't get up. All right, now it's crawling, trying to stay alive. But nah, man, the Lord has got the bounds which what Esau, Edom cannot pass. All right, He's got a set destruction for this place. But those of the elect, man, ain't got to worry about it. And we call ourselves the hopeful elect, because we pray that the Lord keep us until the end, and protect us and deliver us. But we ain't got nothing to worry about, because remember, it just says these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, so this is just the beginning of what's to come down the pipeline. All right, but we gotta stay faithful, because the Lord got us. Right, that's Isaiah 65 verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer; when I spake, ye did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that where I delighted not. Right, it's talking about 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, 2/3 that are set to be destroyed on this side, because what? They will not return to Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, they won't call him the true name, Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? All right, Yahweh meaning he is, or he exists, or he to be, which the world ignorantly calls God. And then Yahweh Shai, which means he saves or he delivers, who the world calls Jesus. All right. So you don't want to go to the true Hebrew names, which is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right. You don't want to come back to the law, statute, commandments to the best of your ability, and change your ways and kill off that old person. Right. You don't want to do that. So the Lord ain't got nothing for you but death and destruction. All right. Because Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to have to factory reset you niggas, man. All right. Because you've been totally destroyed in this captivity. All right. So since you didn't answer, there's a punishment. Verse 13, Isaiah 65:13. Therefore thus said Yahweh Bashim Shai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. See, the servants of Yahweh Bashim Shai aren't going to have to worry about the famines and the pestilences. All right. The Lord's going to have the hedge of protection over you. It says what? Psalms 34, I believe, in 7 says what? That the angel of the Lord, encampeth about them, about the ones that fear him and are safe. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Let's read that. We ain't got nothing to worry about. That's a part of our faith too. We believe that the Lord gonna deliver us out of all situations. This Psalms 34:7 says, the angel of Yahweh Bashim Shai encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. See? We show our fear by what? Our actions, right? By trying to do what's right to Yahweh Shem Shai. Judges 5:11 talks about rehearsing the righteous acts. All right, so as we're trying to please the Lord and show that effort, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to protect us. He's going to be that shield and buckler, right? So it says, Isaiah 65:13, thus said Yahweh Shem Shai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right, so all you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, 2/3 that don't want to get right and don't do right, all right, the Lord going to starve you out in that day. All right, He going to allow you bow down to the slaughter, all right, and be taken. But guess what? Those are the hopeful elect. Those that are giving their efforts and being diligent for Yahweh Shem Shai. Guess what? We're going to be okay. You're going to eat. You're going to drink. You're going to rejoice in these days that to come. All right? All right? We're not going to be all sad and broken down like the rest of these fucking people that when the Lord comes back, going to be taken like a thief in the night. No. We're going to be rejoicing in these days, all right? We're going to be mocking and laughing at these people's calamities, man. Through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, because look, we were sighing and crying all these years, and now, taking our lashings and, being at the bottom in this kingdom, not selling out, right? But guess what? We're gonna rejoice in that day. Like I said, like I like to say, yeah, we're crying and while the 2/3 and the rest of these heathen nations are partying and bullshitting and living it up and are laughing right now, guess what? The men of the Lord are crying and sighing right now to Yahweh Shem Shai, but what? They're going to laugh later. All right, so while all hell's breaking loose and we're protected, we're going to have the last laugh. While the rest of these people that are partying, BSing, and not trying to get right with Yahweh Shem Shai, man, those that are of the children of Israel, hey, guess what? They are going to be destroyed. All right. So we gotta remember, hey, so the Lord got us. Matter of fact, let me get this. Oops. Let's get this. What was it gonna tap me? Yep, perfect. Psalms 18 and. I'll start at verse 2. It says, Psalms 18:2. Yahweh Shem Shai is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust. My buckler, buckler's a shield, and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. See? I will call upon Yahweh Shem Shai, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. See? And that's what we got to ultimately have. What? We have to trust and have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. So we're going to get out of all these situations that we've been in. All right? When all hell's breaking loose, we're going to be delivered. All right? Lord willing, that is. All right? That we're at that number, and we're in the good graces of Yahweh Shem Shai. So, great famine is coming, man. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Famine. I don't make this too long. Get straight to the point, Yep, give me a second. Add this in real quick. Add this. All right. Slide you on the plantation trying to move and groove through here real quick. Here we go. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 40 and I'll start at verse 8. It says, such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. Right. So that famine, man, that's created for the wicked. All right, that's not a device for the righteous, the ones that are doing right. You know, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai ain't unrighteous to do that. Now you're gonna have brothers that are gonna be martyrs for this truth. You know, they're gonna die for the names of Yahweh Shem Shai, which that's an honorable death. I might add that. You know, as a testimony. You know, but you know that's prophecy too. That has to happen. You know, so not everybody's gonna get the opportunity to get beamed up. But guess what? Whatever lot Yahweh Shem Shai has you set in, hey, you're gonna be able to do it. Because it's all been set up from the beginning anyways. All right, he declared the end from the beginning, Isaiah 46 and 10, okay? So you always got to remember that. So, hey, by the grace and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're allowed to even teach this word, you know? And give our bodies as living sacrifices, you know? That's all according to the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. So, you know, so... like I said, these type of things, famines and pestilences, man, these are created for the wicked. All right, not for the righteous. All right, and that's what's happening. All these food shortages and these new pestilences and other things popping up to destroy the people of this world, this current evil, temporal ass world. That's for these wicked ass people, man. Not for the elect of Yahweh Shem Shai. No, sir. So. You know, just hey, continue to pray to Yahweh Shem Shai and continue in your works and labor of love for the Lord, man, and you know, keep enduring. You know, we're almost out here, getting close. You know, these prophecies are popping, and you know, only a few more left. You know, and it can happen fast. You know, hey, because Romans. Matter of fact, I'll end it on that. How about that? This is Romans 13 and 11, one of my favorites. Grab that real quick. And that knowing the time, right? We know the time, judging by what? These scriptures, all right? We know the times we're living in. We know we're at the end of the end, right? It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Right? Meaning what? Out of that, out of that dead state. Not knowing what's going on. You know, getting back to the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of these scriptures. You know, it's time to pay attention. All right? Because you got a lot of people, visually, they look like they're awake, right? They're walking around, you know, they're at work, they're eating, they're drinking, they're marrying, they're doing stuff, right? But they're really asleep or in a dead state, right? For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. See, and us is the hopeful elect. You know, we're all talking about it, man. Like in a spirit, you can feel it in the air, man. Like something major's gonna happen to where it's really gonna just usher this all in. You know, and things are happening and have happened. And you know, things are moving accordingly. You know, but the Lord is definitely speeding times up for us, man. All right, so it's gonna even happen. We're looking for Yahweh Shai. We're waiting for the thief, right? We're paying attention, or you know, we're on our watchtower, waiting on Yahweh Shai to come back, right? But the rest of these people, nah. You know, so the Lord about to far exceed even this timeline. We think it might be the Lord, man, hit that button on us, and speed this thing up even more. You know, and we, like I said, we see the things happening daily, you know, the things are happening every hour on the hour. You know, you can't keep up with all of it, you know. But I didn't want that to be too long. With that, I pray that was edifying to the elect. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.